Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be something that has been floating here on YouTube, this type of video, and this is just going to be my top 3 favorites in every single makeup category. I actually started this list maybe a few days ago and I just finished finalizing it this morning, so I am very ready to go. So I have my list right here and I have all of the makeup that I'm going to be sharing with you guys or that are in this category. There are some makeup products that are on my list but I do not have with me just because I haven't really bought any restocked or I haven't restocked on it. So whatever makeup product that's on my list that I do not have, I will insert a picture somewhere on the screen, not sure where yet, but I will insert it on the screen and let you guys know what product that is. Anyway, if you like these kinds of videos, then please give this video a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys have not done so already, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on any of my future uploads. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started with this video. So I'm feeling very fall with this makeup look. I actually love how it turned out, and it's actually some of these products and most of these products are actually going to be featured in this category. So I believe that what I heard, I actually saw, who did I see first do it? I saw Kelly Strack do it first. No, I actually saw Kathleen Light do it first, and then I watched Kelly Strack's video, and then they both had that a YouTuber named Julia Adams. I actually haven't watched her version yet, but she had started this trend and I am so excited to jump on this trend because it's something so exciting and it's something so, I don't know, there's just something about it that I like to share my favorite product. So this is kind of like a favorites video, so I like sharing my favorite product with you guys because I like sharing my opinions with you guys and letting you know what I love, and maybe both you and I have the same taste. And I also love watching favorite videos because I do like to compare and contrast what I like, and I also discover new items and new products that I haven't tried yet and have been willing to try, and I also like to hear people's opinions about it. Let's just go ahead and get started. So the first category are primers. I'm gonna go ahead and dig out my primer because I have this box of stuff here that I just threw everything that I am going to be featuring in this video. So give me a second. Alright, so like I said, the first thing we're going to go through is my top 3 primers. I'm going to share with you guys the first primer that I don't have, and it is from Believe Beauty. Now you can get Believe Beauty at on the website obviously, but also it is only exclusive to Dollar General. I did have the primer, but my 14-year-old daughter has started to use it, but it is the Believe Beauty Hydrating Primer and it is so nice. I'm going to insert a picture. Like I said, whatever product I don't have on hand, I will insert a picture on here, over here somewhere. But it is the primer and I love hydrating primers. If you guys are new to my channel, I have combo skin, but I actually just gravitate more towards hydrating skin because I do have some dry areas on my face or on my skin that I like to just slather with all kinds of moisturizing products. Hydrating primers are my go-to, and the Believe Beauty is so affordable. You can, of course, like I said, purchase it from Dollar General, and it is a hydrating moisturizer. Like I said, it does have like a blue tint of color, but it's not absolutely not gonna make your face look blue, but it is a great hydrating primer if you're looking for an affordable hydrating primer. The next one is from The next one is from First Aid Beauty, and this is the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. So I did feature this in my last video, my previous video. It is a get ready with me type of video where I show you guys my holy grails when it comes to doing a mommy makeup routine, and this was one of my holy grails. If you guys have not seen that video, I will have that listed in the description box as well as on the card somewhere over here. But this is also a great hydrating primer. It is a little bit more pricier than Believe Beauty, but it is definitely worth it. I love this product. It's a squeezy tube and it does moisturize and hydrate my skin so well, and it smells like coconut, so it's not overpowering, but it is a really great hydrating primer. And then the last primer for this category is a pore minimizing or pore filling primer, and this is from Touch and Soul. I do need to get a refill very soon, but this is the Touch and Soul No Problem primer. This is, like I said, a pore minimizing or pore filling primer, and I love applying this right after I apply my hydrating primer because it does fill up my pores right around these areas right here, and it is a great primer. The price of this is in between. It's not expensive and it's not cheap either, but it is a great primer. So if you guys are looking for great pore minimizing primer, this is another great one as well. Okay guys, so let's move on to foundation. So I have 3 foundations that are definitely my go-to, and I actually have all 3. So the first one is this one from Wet n Wild, and this is the tinted hydrator, and I will have all of the products listed down below in the description box, as well as the shades if I forget to mention it. But this is what I have on my skin right now, and it is a tinted moisturizer or tinted foundation. The coverage of this is medium to full. You can definitely build it up to full coverage. It's such a lightweight foundation. That's more like Play-Doh though, so if you guys don't like that kind of scent, be warned, but it does go away as soon as you apply it. But it is a great foundation. Like I said, I like applying this whenever I run errands, or when I'm not really doing anything too crazy. This is the type of foundation, or this is the foundation that I normally would reach for, because again, like I said, it's very lightweight and it has great coverage and very affordable. Come to think of it, I think all of the foundations on my list is affordable, so they're all drugstore. The next one is from Maybelline, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Now I do want to say that I like both the matte and poreless one and the dewy one, but I don't have the dewy one with me, but I love both of them equally. Obviously the finish of both of those foundations are very different from each other. The one that I have is the matte and poreless one, and I am in the shade 220 Natural Beige. But this is another great foundation and affordable. The coverage is amazing. It looks so well on any type of skin tone, and again, it's affordable, and it doesn't make my skin look cakey or anything. Love the finish of this, and even though it is a matte foundation, it doesn't look drying on my skin at all. I feel like it's kind of like a demi matte kind of foundation, so it doesn't make my skin look dry or anything. So absolutely love this. And then the dewy one, of course, self-explanatory, it is a dewy foundation, so it will give you like a very dewy finish, and I love that type of look, especially for the summer and the winter, basically all year round. But again, I don't have that on me, but I am planning to purchase that, and I am in the same shade in the dewy version. Okay, so the last foundation in this category is from L'Oreal, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I forgot what shade I'm in again. Like I said, I'm gonna have the shade listed in the description box. But this is a great foundation, and what I love about this is not only is it affordable, it has great coverage, but it does have a pump. Mine's a little bit dirty, so excuse that. The one thing that I don't like about the Maybelline one is it's very messy. There's no pump, not squeezy tube. Maybe Maybelline one day will come out with a squeezy, or not a squeezy, but at least a pump for this. But I would really love it if this had a pump, but this is a great foundation nonetheless. But like I said, the L'Oreal foundation is such a great foundation, very lightweight. The coverage is amazing. It's buildable. It doesn't make my skin look cakey or anything. It has somewhat of it makes your skin look fresh. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't know if it's gonna last 24 hours, because obviously I've never worn a foundation for 24 hours, but it is a great foundation, and I highly recommend this one. Okay, our next category are concealers. So I do have 3 concealers, and one of them is not on me, or I don't have it on hand, so I will start with that one, and that is from ColourPop, and that's the ColourPop concealer. I forgot the complete name of it, but I'll enter the picture somewhere over here. But it is a great concealer. It's very lightweight, and I forgot the shade that I'm in. But okay, so there are some categories that I'm not going to be sharing or talking about, just because I don't really go for that when it comes to doing my makeup. And one of them is eyeshadow primers. I haven't used eyeshadow primers in so long. I do have some eyeshadow primers in my collection, but when it comes to doing like a in a rush kind of makeup, I just gravitate to any concealers and apply concealers on my lids, and it works perfectly fine. But if you guys have a different type of eyelid, like an oily eyelid, I would highly suggest using a primer, just because it will help your eyeshadows last longer and will stay put. That's the only one of the categories that I'm not going to be sharing with you guys, is the eyeshadow primers. Alright, so moving on to the next category, setting powders. I have 2 out of the 3 in this category, so I'm going to start again with the one that I don't have on hand, and it is from Ciate London, and it's one of my favorites. I just recently ran out and I'm so sad, so hopefully I can find a place that actually sells it besides the website. But it is the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Setting Powder, and I absolutely love that to set underneath my eyes and all over my face. It doesn't leave a white cast. It's such a great setting powder. It's very finely milled, and it's amazing. I think I received that in a BoxyCharm maybe a year or 2 ago, and I've loved it ever since I received it, and when I finished it I was so sad. So it is, like I said, it's one of my go-tos, and once I get the chance I will repurchase it, but I highly recommend that setting powder. Okay, so I take back the having 2 out of 3 of those setting powders on me. I don't have 2 out of the 3 on hand. So the second one that I don't have on hand is again from Believe Beauty, and actually I do have that on hand. Let me go grab that one. Okay, I'm back. So I forgot that I had it in my collection. I just didn't have it in my everyday makeup drawers. Like I was saying, the second setting powder that I have on me is from Believe Beauty, and this is just the Believe Beauty setting powder, and I have the shade Translucent. So again, you can purchase this at any local Dollar General and of course the Believe Beauty website, but I use this mainly to set underneath my eyes. So it does look like this. It does have a sifter, and I think I'm almost out of it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I am almost out of it. But I really love this. It again, like, it's a translucent shade, but the shade is more yellowish, not yellowish, but beigey, I guess. It's not like a complete white powder, if that makes sense. But I use this to set underneath my eyes, and it does a great job at setting underneath my eyes. Again, it's finely milled and it's affordable, so highly recommend this powder right here. And then the last powder that I'm going to be talking about is this one from Wet n Wild, and this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Setting Powder. Now this I use to set all over my face. So I did talk about this in my previous video, my Get Ready With Me video, and I love this because I feel like it does a great job at preventing my makeup from transferring onto my mask, and that's why I absolutely love this. Again, it does have a sifter right there, and I usually just take the cap and just dump it, and then either take a damp beauty sponge or a big fluffy, big fluffy powder brush, and just apply it all over my face, and it does a great job at setting my face and making my face look extremely flawless, and I absolutely love this. And again, it is super affordable. Alright, moving on to setting spray. So I do have 2, or I don't have 2 out of the 3 products that's in this category, and this is the only category actually that it has 4 products, and the 4th product will be an honorable mention, and I will let you know why. But the first 2 products that I'm going to share with you guys are the 2 that I don't have on hand, and the first one is from Morphe, and that's the Morphe Setting Mist, and that's the one that comes in the black metal can, and I absolutely love that. I have yet to repurchase it, but I absolutely love that setting spray. It's such a great setting spray. The spritz on it, it's so good, and it's not as powerful when you spritz it out, and it's the setting mist itself, it's so good, and it makes my face feel so refreshed, and it does a great job at setting those powders in place, and it just melts in your face. Just make the powders melt so well, and it's a great setting spray, and of course affordable. The next one is from Wet n Wild, and a much more affordable setting spray. I think this is the most affordable one on my list, and it is the Wet n Wild setting spray, and I actually love the coconut scented one. It's a really tiny one. Then I'll have the pictures on the screen, but I absolutely love that. I actually went to Ulta last weekend, and I totally forgot to purchase it, but it's a great setting spray. Again, super affordable, and there's not much to say about it. It's just a great setting spray, and the spit on it is really nice, and it's super cute and super chubby, so very highly recommend that one. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the actual product that I actually have on hand, and that is from ColourPop. I just purchased this a few weeks ago and I already lost the cap, but this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Setting Mist. I featured this in my previous videos. A lot of these products I featured in my previous video. This is a great setting mist, and this mist on this is super fine, and it's so good, and I love this. And this is what I used today, and it has a really great scent. I can't describe this scent to you guys because it's a really nice scent. So highly recommend this one. Again, it's super affordable, mist is really great, and it does a great job at melting those powders and setting my makeup in place. And then the last product is a fourth product, and I am giving this an honorable mention because it's fourth product, and it's something that I recently purchased, but I have absolutely grown in love with it. So it is from Catrice, and I think this is the first Catrice product that I purchased ever, and this is the Catrice Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. If you guys are not into dewy products, you guys are not gonna like this because it will give you a very dewy finish and a very glowy finish. And again, like I said, it's the type of look that I absolutely love. So I did actually spray this first after I applied my setting powder, and then finishing up my makeup, I applied this one to give me more of a glowy finish. So love this. The mist on this again is super fine. I don't know if you guys saw that. I will say that it does have a little bit of a rosy scent, so if you guys are sensitive to scent, you may not like this. I did feature this in my Ulta haul, I believe. I'll link that down in the description box, but really love this and highly recommend. And I love the way it makes my skin feel, and just love the way that it gives my skin a more dewy finish. Alright, so now we are moving on to eyeshadow palette. Now this category I had a very hard time finalizing and just minimizing it to just 3 products, just because I have so many eyeshadow palettes in my collection and a lot of them are favorites of mine, and it was just hard to just narrow it down to 3 products, but I think I did a good job at doing that. I'm gonna start off with the biggest one, and there's 2 of them, but they're by the same creator and by the same brand. So the first palette that I'm going to be showing you guys that's in this category are these 2 right here, and these are the Jaclyn Hill collaboration with Morphe. I think they just came out. Today is today is the 30th, and Jaclyn did just come out with a new palette that she collabed with Morphe, and I did purchase it, so I will either include it in a haul, or I think I'm planning to do an Ulta haul again, or do like a separate video, or do a separate video like reviewing it, but I can't wait for that. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, these are the 2 collaborations that Jaclyn did with Morphe, and I absolutely love this. The first one is, so the very much more dirtier one is this one, and this is her first collaboration with Morphe. This is the Volume 1 palette, very well loved as you can see, but I absolutely love this. Lots of go-to shades, and you also have your pops of colors, and of course your neutrals. Highly recommend it. Super affordable, and this has been such a favorite of mine. And then I have the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. The finish of the palette, like the actual material on the palette itself, is very much different from the first one. As you can see, this one is much more whiter and cleaner, and it is easier to clean off if it gets dirty. So this is, again, like I said, the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. This is a more colorful palette than the first one. Of course, it does have new neutrals, but it does have a lot of pops of shades, pops of colors in here. If you guys are into more colorful looks, I would highly suggest this, or highly recommend this. But if you guys are more into neutral look, I would recommend the first one, the first volume. but I do recommend both equally. I love both of them equally. Both of them blend so well. The formula is so good, and they're not patchy or anything like that. They always perform very well on my eyes whenever I do any look. Highly recommend it, and of course it is super affordable. Okay, so the next one is another affordable palette, and these are from ELF. I actually have 4 of these, but I pulled out the 2 that I use a lot, and actually these 2 are what I have on my eyes today. It's what I used to create this very fall look. But these are the ELF bite-sized eyeshadow palette. I have the cream and sugar one right here. Oh sorry, it's not cream and sugar. This is the pumpkin pie one, and this is what it looks like right there. So beautiful. And I actually used just these first 3 shades right here, and I have this shade as my all over the lid shade, and this one I actually put on my outer corner, but then I decided to darken it up with one of the shades from the other palette I'm going to show you. But love this, super affordable. I think these are just only $3-4. It's very travel friendly. They have an array of colors, a color palette that you can think of, and I have 2 of them, 2 more in my collection, but these 2 are definitely my go-to. And then the other one that I have from the bite-sized one is the cream and sugar one, and I used the darker shade to darken up the outer corners, and then I mixed both these 2 shades to use as my inner corner highlights as well as my brow bone highlight. So highly recommend both of these products. It's super affordable. Again, they're only $3-4, and it's so great. Both of them really does so well, perform so well. The formula is so great, and they blend easily, and it's just super pigmented for sure, but you can easily work with it. So highly recommend it if you guys are looking for such super affordable eyeshadow palettes, and they're very travel friendly. And then the last palette I'm going to show you guys is actually more on the high end side, and this is actually one of my favorite from this brand. So this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Modern Renaissance palette. Do you guys remember when it first came out? It was so hyped up, and for a very good reason, and to this day I still love this. This is such a perfect palette for the fall, and it's so good. It has a great array of your neutrals, and it also has some of your berry tone and your orange tone. Again, perfect for the fall, so highly recommend it. The formula on this is so good, and this is again one of my staples when it comes to the fall season, just because the shade in this palette, or this color story of this palette, it just speaks fall to me. So highly recommend it if you guys are looking to purchase your very first Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. So I still love this to this day. Alright, so the next category that we're going to touch up on is mascara. So I do have just 1 out of the 3. So I'm going to show you guys the first 2 that I don't have on me. So the first one is from Lancome, and this is the Monsieur Big Mascara, and it is a little bit on the pricier side, but I think I received it as one of those birthday rewards from Sephora, and absolutely love that. It does a great job at adding length and volume to your lashes, and it's so great. And I love the fact that it doesn't look clumpy or anything like that. I love the one of it, and super highly recommend. And then the other mascara that I have to talk about that I don't have with me is from Wet n Wild, and that's the Skinny Mascara, and this specifically I use for my lower lashes. If you guys are looking for that perfect mascara for your lower lashes, because sometimes when you apply mascara to your lower lashes using a regular mascara, the wand can be too big that it will just get all over underneath your lashes. But with this one, the wand of this is super skinny, hence the reason why it's called Skinny Mascara, and it's such a great mascara for your lower lashes. Highly recommend, and again, it's a super affordable product. And the last product that I'm going to show you guys in this category is from Essence, and this is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is what I have on my eyes today, and if you guys are looking for falsies looking effect type of mascara, definitely highly recommend it, because A, it's super affordable, and it does a great job at lengthening your lashes, adding volume to your lashes, and it's also a great mascara for your lower lashes. It doesn't create a big mass underneath your lashes. Highly recommend it. The wand on this mascara is a great one, and it's so good. I cannot say enough great things about this. You guys need this in your collection. Alright, so up next are eyeliners. So I do have two types of eyeliner that I'm gonna two types of eyeliner categories that I'm going to touch up on, and one is just, you know, the eyeliner that you use to create a wing, and then the other type of eyeliner is the one that you use for your waterline. The eyeliners to create your wing, I actually don't have none of the three in my collection, or not in my collection on me right now. I have one of them in my collection, but you guys have gotten up so many times during this video, I'm tired. So I'm just going to share with you guys a video, or not a video, a photo of all three of them individually. Alright, so the first product I'm going to show you guys is from Wet n Wild, and that is the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Breakup Proof Black Liquid Eyeliner. I'm looking at my phone for the exact name, but you can absolutely purchase this anywhere. It is a drugstore mascara. It's a brush tip. Really love that. I love the fact at how it does a great job at creating your wing, and it's so easy to create a wing with that. If you guys are beginners to creating a wing liner, you would definitely love this one. Okay, so the next one is from NYX, and I actually cannot remember for the life of me the exact name of it, and I tried to look at Ulta and I couldn't find it because it wasn't the one that I used to use. So it is from NYX, and it is an eyeliner, and it's a brush tip eyeliner. So this one I used back in the day, and I haven't repurchased it, but it is a great eyeliner, and it's so pigmented, so black, and it's not gonna transfer to your lids when you're done. It dries so easily, and it's a great wing liner, so easy to work with. Again, great for beginners, so highly recommend this one, of course. And then the last product that I'm going to share with you guys is from KVD Beauty, and KVD Beauty is the rebranded name of Kat Von D's brand, but I love their tattoo eyeliner, and it is a felt tip liner, and it's so good. If you guys are looking to create another type of great wing, definitely highly recommend KVD's eyeliners because it's so good. It's so easy to create a wing. Again, it's not going to transfer to your lids like some eyeliners. It's not wet or dry, but it's just the right amount of consistency, and the formula is so good. So highly recommend that. It is a little bit more pricier than the first two eyeliners that I mentioned, but it is a really great product. Alright, up next are waterline eyeliners, and I actually have three to share with you, and I have all three on hand. So the first one is from LA Girl, and this is just the LA Girl Glide eyeliner, and it looks like so, and this is in this black shade, and it's a great eyeliner, and it's one of those things that you actually have to sharpen, but it's super pigmented. Really love this. Super black, you guys can see that, so black, and it is a great eyeliner. It's not gonna bleed on your eyeliner or your waterline, and it's pigmented. It glides over your waterline so easily because your waterline, of course, is just one of those sensitive areas, so you have to pick like an eyeliner for your waterline that will stay on there and stay put. Love this one, super affordable. And then the next one is from Essence, and this is the Essence eyeliner. I can't really read because it's like so faded, but this is one of their nude shades, and this is one that you have to sharpen actually. It looks like so, and the other one that I'm actually going to share is also a nude shade, so it is from ColourPop. So this one, it looks like this. This one is more lighter than this one. This is more of a peachy one. This is more of a lighter peach. I'll show you guys a swatch. Alright, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that because of the lighting, but the much lighter shade of the eyeliner is from Essence, and then the one after that is from ColourPop. By the way, this is the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Honeydew, that's it, Honeydew. It is what I have on my waterline today, the Honeydew one. Absolutely love it. Super affordable, and it stays on your waterline all day, and so does the Essence. So yeah, I highly recommend all those three eyeliners for your waterline because again, they go on your waterline so easily. They do not bleed. Alright, so up next are brows. So this category, I only have one product just because it's the only product that I use for my brows. I haven't really ventured into like the different types of eyebrows pencils out there yet, so excuse me for that, but I know there are some great ones out there for your brows. Anyway, so this is the only eyebrow pencil that I have for this category, and this is from e.l.f. and this is just the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I absolutely love this. It is what I have on my brows today and always. You guys have seen me use this millions of times, so it is a great product, super affordable. It has a spoolie on one side, and the product, it is a retractable one, so it has the product on the other side. It's more on the little bit of a waxier formula, but I like that formula. It's very easy to use, very easy to just blend out, especially with your spoolie. Highly recommend it. If you guys have other suggestions for brow pencils in the drugstore, let me know in the comments down below, and I will definitely look into it, but this is definitely my go-to. Alright, so I believe we're almost done. So we're up to the other parts of complexion products in the categories. So the first category that we're going to touch up on are blushes. I have all three of them with me. So the first one, actually, I don't have all three, because yeah, I do have all three. So the first one is from Alamar Cosmetics, and this is just their blush trio. Yeah, this is the Colourette blush trio. So I actually love using this during the summer, but I love using the middle one, if you can't tell, for all year round, just because it is more on the neutral shade and like on your everyday go-to kind of shade. Love that. Sometimes I would mix Castaway and Paraiso together, and it would make such a great combination. Definitely highly recommend this one. And then the next blush that I'm going to be talking about is from Tarte, and this is one of the Tarte Clay palette, Amazonian Clay palette. Specifically, I've been loving the shade Feisty. So I have this in my everyday makeup drawer, and it's such a great everyday type of rosy pink shade. Highly recommend it. It's again a little bit more on the pricey side. It does last all day, if you guys can see that. I don't have this on my cheeks today. I have another blush and I'm going to be showing you guys, but it's so good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but such a great blush, and again it lasts all day. The formula of this is so good, and it's so easy to work with and so easy to blend. Definitely highly recommend any of the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. And then the last blush that I'm going to be talking about is from Essence, and this is just the Essence The Blush. Specifically, I've been loving the shade Befitting, and this is what I have on my cheeks today. It is so good. It gives your cheeks a really nice sheen or glow, and the formula of it is so good. I don't even know if you guys can see that, it's like somewhere over there, but it is a great formula. Again, it gives your cheeks more of a sheen finish, and it's easy to blend out, lasts all day, and I love this. Again, it's super affordable. Alright, so the next category is bronzers. I don't have one of them on me, like I don't have it here with me in my drawers, so I'm too lazy to get it, you guys. So I'm just gonna show you guys a picture. So it is from Tarte, and that's the Clay Play palette, and I love the bronzer that's on that palette, the second volume by the way. So love that bronzer. It is so good, so pigmented. You can easily use this depending on your skin tone as a contour or a bronzer, or even both. So love that. It is a matte bronzer, but I love the way that it looks on my skin. So great, and it's been one of my go-tos. So the next bronzer I'm going to be talking about is also from Tarte, and that one I have on me, and it is the Tarte Park Ave Princess Bronzer. So the packaging, it looks like this. I don't even know if this is the actual packaging, but this is like a deluxe sample that I received from Ipsy, I want to say, but I love this, or maybe Boxy Shine. Could be Ipsy, because I've had this for a while, but I am actually almost hitting pan, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, there you go. I'm actually hitting pan on this product. This is a great bronzer. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's not a completely matte bronzer. If you guys can see that right there. It is the bronzer that I have on my cheeks today. The lighting on my ring light is kind of washing most of these shades out, but it is what I have on my cheeks today as a bronzer. Love this one, and it's always been one of my favorites. I believe that once I run out of this one, I will definitely purchase or repurchase another one. Alright, so the last complexion category that we're going to touch upon is highlighter. Now this is another category that was so hard to narrow down, because I have a lot of highlighters, and a lot of them are definitely my favorites and staples, but I managed to narrow it down to 3 highlighters. Very proud of myself. I'm going to start off with the more affordable one, and it's from Essence, and this is the Pure Nude highlighter. So the packaging looks like so, and then when you open it, that's the actual product right there. So it is more on the subtle type of blush, and if you guys are not really into that blinding highlight but want more of a subtle highlight, definitely highly recommend this one. don't know if you guys can see that, but it is a great highlighter. I do need to purchase another one because mine is kind of, I've had this for a while now, but it is a great highlighter. Again, a more subtle formula, but it's so good. The formula of it is beautiful and it just glides onto your skin so beautifully. So the next one, I actually debated on whether I wanted to share this or not because this is no longer available, but it is one of my favorites and definitely my go-to. So this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the collaboration with Amrezy, and this is just the Amrezy highlighter. The actual product looks like this. Really beautiful. It's like more of a champagne gold shade, and it's the formula, guys, the formula of this, it's so good. I wish and I hope that Anastasia ABH comes out with another single highlighter like this with this type of formula because it's so beautiful, you guys. Let me swatch this, but that's what it looks like, and then I swatched it like that. So I swatched it underneath that black eyeliner, and it's so pretty, so beautiful. And again, I really hope that Anastasia come out with something like this again because this formula is such a beautiful formula. Okay, so the last highlighter that I'm going to be talking about for this category is from Ofra. This is just one of the most well-loved highlighters from the brand. So this is, again, like I said, from Ofra, and this is in the shade Rodeo Drive. So I do have the older packaging. The newer packaging has white and not black. This is what it looks like. This is more definitely on the more golden side. I don't have this on my cheeks. I have something else on my cheeks. I have the cookie highlighter on my cheeks actually. Yeah, but that's what it looks like right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is a great highlighter. If you guys want a more golden type of highlighter, definitely highly recommend this one. You guys, I'm starting to get all talked out because my throat's starting to hurt. Alright, so we are down to the last 3 categories, and that's the lip categories. I do have 3 subcategories: bullet lipsticks, liquid lip, and a lip gloss. So we're gonna start off with the bullet lipstick first, and then the first one I'm gonna mention to you guys are from Wet n Wild. I just pulled 2 of my favorites, but all of these are such great formulas. So this is from Wet n Wild, and this is just the Wet n Wild Mega Last Matte Lipstick. These are what they look like. They are so beautiful. The packaging of this, I think they rebranded, or not rebranded, but they revamped the packaging afterward. It's so cute. It has like a little lip thing right there, and I have this shade Mochalicious. Looks like so great for fall. Kind of like gives me like a 90s vibe, 90s brown vibes. And then the other shade that I have is a much more nude shade, and this is called Bare It All. Really love this. Again, both of these formulas are so good. They are matte, but they're not drying on the lips, and they're super creamy, so easy to apply, and so good. Really highly recommend it. And again, it's super affordable. The next bullet lipstick that I want to share with you guys is from e.l.f. and these are just the e.l.f. moisturizing lipsticks. So I am wearing one of them, and I just pulled one of them out. I think I have 2 of them. So I pulled the one that I'm wearing right now. This is in the shade Blushing Brown. So excuse what it looks like because my 4-year-old accidentally got to it. Doesn't look like a bullet lipstick anymore, but it is still a bullet lipstick. The formula is still the same. It is what I have on my lip today, and it's such a great formula. Love this type of brown. It's so good, and highly recommend this one. It's super affordable as well. And then the last type of bullet lipstick that I want to share with you guys, it's actually more on I don't have any on me on hand because, well, I don't have one on me right now. It's in my collection, but it is from ColourPop, and the lippy stick. Love those. They're so good, and I don't really know if it's considered a bullet lipstick, but it is. The formula of it is within that type of formula. But I love all of the shades. They have an array of shades to choose from, but the formula of the ColourPop lippy stick is so good. Very moisturizing. It's not drying or anything. And again, there's just some shades that I love in there from there. And again, it's super affordable, so highly recommend that one. Alright, so moving on to liquid lip. I have 3 to choose from, and another one that I had a hard time narrowing down to just 3 because I have so many, but I was able to do it. So the first one is from ColourPop, and those are just really the ultra blotted lip. I actually don't even know if they're considered liquid lip because they're more like on the blottier side, if that makes sense. But I did pull one of them out, so this is one of them. This is actually from the Sailor Moon collection, and these are so good. The formula is something different, so that's what it looked like. It's more on the, I don't know how to describe the finish of it, but it's a great finish and it feels so great on the lips and it's not drying or anything. It feels really comfortable on the lips, that's what I'm trying to say, but really highly recommend this one. And then the next one is from Relief Beauty. So I just recently discovered the liquid lip, but I've been using this for quite a while now, so this has been one of my staples. So these are just the Relief Beauty matte liquid lipstick. I only have one and this is just in the shade Cherry on Top. So I actually heard about this shade Kelly Strack as one of her famous or favorite reds, and this is just a great type of red. I wore this for my birthday and it's so good, you guys. It's not drying on the lip. The doe foot on this is actually unique. Highly recommend this one. And then I'm just gonna swatch it like so, and there you have it. It's more on the blue kind of red and it's a great formula. Recommend it for sure, and a great, again, another great affordable liquid lipstick. And then the other one that I don't have on me is from Ofra, just because I ran out of it, but it is the Ofra liquid lip, and I believe the shade that I really love is called Venice. Yeah, Venice or something like that, that's what it be. But I'll look it up and I'll insert a picture of it over here. But it is a great liquid lipstick. All of the products, all of the liquid lipstick from Ofra is so good. The formula of it is really great. They're comfortable, they're not drying or anything, and they stay on the lip. Highly recommend those if you guys are looking for a great liquid lipstick that will stay on your lips all day. Alright, so we are down to the last category, and that is the lip glosses. Another one that I had a hard time narrowing it down to just 3 because there's just so many, but I was able to do it. Actually, I only have 2 brands, and one of them I don't even know where it is. Actually, there's 3. So the first one is from, 2 of them I don't have on hand. So the first one is from Dominique Cosmetics, and that's her strawberry lip glosses, and it smells so good. I don't even know where mine is. I need to repurchase one because I absolutely love that, but it's so good. It makes your lips look so juicy and plump, and it's such a great formula. That's just something that I definitely need to repurchase because I love this. I love the product. I bet it's probably in one of the diaper bags in one of the boys' closets, so I need to look for that, but it's a great product. So I think it's the shade Strawberry Lemonade. So good. And then the next product is from Morphe, and that's just the Morphe lip glosses, and I forgot the name of the shade that I really love, but it's a great shade. It's more of like a peachy shade. I'll insert a picture on the screen, but I love that shade. The formula on the Morphe lip gloss in general is so good. Makes your lips look shiny, not shiny, but glossy and juicy and plump. Love that as well. The last product that I want to share with you guys is from Colourpop, and this is just the Ultra Glossy Lip, and I just pulled one of them out. This is just from the Sailor Moon collection, and this is in the shade Moon Tiara. I did apply some on my lips just a few seconds ago. As I was saying, the brush or the applicator is much different from all the applicators that I've seen in other lip glosses. It looks like a brush tip, but it's not, I don't think. But it is a great formula, and I love this. It's more on the stickier formula, but it's not an uncomfortable sticky. Highly recommend it if you guys want to try out any of the Colourpop Ultra Glossy lips. It's so good. Alright, you guys, so I think we have touched every single category that I would use for my makeup routine, and I showed you guys or shared with you guys all of my favorites, my top 3 favorites in each of those categories, and showed you guys my opinions and let you guys know to definitely try it. But let me know down below what your favorites are from each of those categories. I really love to hear from you guys. I love watching these kinds of videos. They're so informative and so addicting. But I was happy that I was able to film this. It's a super long video, I know, but I will try to cut it down as much as I can. But there are a lot of information. I will have all of the products that I talked about in the description box below, so you guys can use that as reference. But yeah, if you guys have not done so already, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on any of my future uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend, for it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave.